What's going on, everybody? I'm Noah from PhoneDog.com. I'm here at the Dolby Labs in San Francisco, where Nokia was kind enough to host a little gathering to do a little preview of this fancy little number, the N8, forthcoming later this year. And we're here at Dolby because the first part of the demo was hooking the phone up via HDMI to a fat home theater system. Did I just say fat? To a home theater system in the home theater testing room. And we watched some 720p video with 5.1 surround sound from the device. Pretty impressive. But let's take a quicker look at the hardware. Bear in mind this is pre-production software. The phone will be shipping later this year, but the feature set of Symbian 3 they said is pretty much final, and the hardware is pretty much final save for a few fit and finish things. But we'll take a closer look. All right, so like I said, there's an HDMI out port on the bottom here. It's mini HDMI. The phone will ship with an adapter dongle in the box to convert from mini HDMI to the standard HDMI that most of you, people like me, people like you have on your DVD players and TVs and home theater systems and stuff. Also 3.5mm AV jack, supports headphones, supports stereo out, supports composite video out as well. And in the demo, the full UI was running on the big flat screen via HDMI, and it was kind of cool actually because as the phone rotated from landscape to portrait mode, so the UI did also, so that was kind of neat. There's your power button. On the side here, you've got, phone has 16 gigs of internal storage, and then there's also an SD card slot that supports up to 32 gigs additional. There's your micro USB port. The phone also ships with a dongle, all kinds of stuff. Nokia, you know, it's geek territory. They ship all the dongles, all the things in there. So you also get a dongle that converts to full-size USB, so you can actually plug a data stick into the phone via the dongle, and you can transfer drag and drop files from the phone to the data stick as well, a USB data stick, if you're on the go. So that's kind of neat. On the bottom, you've got your microphone. You've got a single button there. On the back, it's an 12 megapixel Carl Zeiss camera with a flash. It does 720p video capture, geotagging, face detection, autofocus, all that stuff. And Nokia says that they're not sure, but they think this phone has the largest camera sensor of any cell phone on the market. So it's kind of funny because they echoed some things that Apple said at the iPhone 4 launch. It's not just the megapixel count, it's also the size of the megapixel. It's the size of the pixels being detected by the sensor, so on and so forth. The demos we saw looked pretty good, both video and audio quality. So the front of the phone itself, it's a, like I said, it's a Symbian 3 device, capacitive touchscreen, 3.5-inch, running at 640 by 360 resolution, 3.5-inch capacitive touch. And interestingly, it's a GMS phone. It supports every band you could think of. So in the US, the same device will support both AT&T and T-Mobile 3G. You've got AT&T's HSPA, or they're both HSPA, but you've got AT&T's implementation and also T-Mobile's AWS bands, and then of course it's a global phone. You can see running on AT&T right now, 802.11 Wi-Fi, BG, and N. You've got the Symbian 3 interface here. Looks a lot like S60 with a few refinements. It's got 3 home screen panels you can see on the bottom, reminiscent a little bit of Android. You've got these widgets in here. You can move your widgets around. This is my first hands-on with the UI, really, so I'm not going to try to show you how it operates because I'm not entirely sure. The phone will also come in a bunch of different colors. This is the green, also orange, blue, silver, white, dark gray. Can you tell I'm reading off of a spec sheet here? So here you can edit your home screen. You can move around these different widgets. You can replace them with other widgets, all that kind of stuff. We'll go into the web browser real quick. Hit that single home button, get to the menu. They did a bunch of work. I keep saying well, I'm trying to remember what they went through in the demo just a second ago. Here's the PhoneDog page. I had it preloaded for some photos I took. You can see capacitive touch, supports pinch to zoom, all the multi-touch, rotate it, and the accelerometer kicks in the other way. All right. The phone seemed pretty zippy in the demos. Again, we were watching, in a home theater room, and it was connected up to the big flat screen via HDMI. So perhaps there was a little bit of a, wow effect relative to the actual performance. But it did seem pretty zippy to me. The hardware is pretty thin, 12.9 millimeters thick, although the image sensor does protrude a little bit, 135 grams, so it's pretty lightweight. Nokia made a point of saying that the image sensor It's scratch-resistant glass. It's also recessed just a little bit, and they were talking about some cases coming out that will give kind of a smooth overall feel to the back panel. Also, voice support will be in place before the phone ships. Revamped Maps interface they were showing off. I don't know if this is loaded up here or not. Let's accept that. Oh, I don't think I hit Maps. I think I hit Here and Now. There we go. So go my position. Kind of a revamped Maps interface with 3D buildings, some other goodies. Also works in the widescreen mode. So there you go. What else can I tell you? Obviously, the OE store, all kinds of integration, social networking integration, Facebook and Twitter integration. You can pull pictures to your contacts list. You know, it was interesting watching flashlight support, flashlight 4 for streaming video. It was interesting watching the demo, seeing a little more about Symbian 3 and kind of, you know, some features that we've been seeing lately on Android phones and some stuff that iPhone talked about recently, and then obviously stuff that's unique to Nokia, or certainly, you know, Nokia's unique look and feel as well. There's your 3D buildings showing up on the map, the giant shopping center. Awesome. But there you go. I think the story for right now is the hardware. The hardware looks nice, and then little sneak peeks of Symbian 3, but again, not production software, so we'll see that in Q3 of this year when this thing ships. But for now, it's the Nokia N8, first hands-on. The emphasis today was on multimedia, capture and playback and on the go and everything, the HDMI port, the surround sound via HDMI was pretty cool to see. And you know, it's cool to see some innovations coming out of Nokia, big player in the global market, in the US market obviously, you know, not the same foothold, but some good things coming, we hope, between this and also the MeeGo stuff that's been going on with Intel. Much more on all the Nokias, the N8, whatever else comes your way, we'll get you covered on phonedog.com, whether it's, you know, trade shows, in the studio, or here at Dolby Labs. I'm going to see if I can sneak back into that home theater room. Until next time, my name's Noah. Thanks for watching. Thanks to Nokia for having us out here today. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.